Tuesday wrestling, it feels like it should be like Thursday. I feel like we've lived about 400 days into
a WWE pay-per-view on a Saturday, which isn't NXT TakeOver, it's just wrong.
Oh, just too
bloody
much.
Manny Pacquiao, who do you think he is?
Yeah, look at you, Manny. It's all your fault,
I'll
Manny.
fight you, Manny Pacquiao.
Ross will fight Manny Pacquiao. Make that happen. Here's some wrestling news. We have the reason for Becky Lynch's heel turn. Brock Lesnar's next WWE appearance has been confirmed, and a top Raw star is not cleared to wrestle. Find out who in a bit. So Becky Lynch on the SummerSlam. That was a thing.
Overbooked, overcomplicated. You tantalisingly teased us, Tom. You tantalisingly teased us. The proverbial dream match, I guess, on SmackDown these days. Bianca Belair been defying all of the odds with really underwhelming booking so far, yet coming up the other side getting cheered against arguably the biggest superstar in the world of professional wrestling over the past couple of years.
And we got a 20-something second match, one move, the Manhandle Slam, as it's now known, and that is that. Now, we know that the title hot-shotting is a mandate from Vince McMahon. It was a McMahon machination to put the title onto Becky Lynch. However, according to David Meltzer of Wrestling Observer, Becky Lynch apparently being a heel now, that isn't a Vince McMahon mandate. That's a Becky Lynch suggestion.
She must have enough money. She apparently requested to be a heel and therefore obviously not have any merchandise, because the heels never do they, Tom? Never, ever.
No.
I'm being sarcastic, by the way, I know they do. But I think I guess she's a daredevil. That's what she is. That's what we've learned here. Becky Lynch, arguably, being missing since WrestleMania 36, the return that most people, I guess most wrestling fans have been longing for over the past year and a half, whatever it's been. So to see her come back and do something completely different as to what would be expected, good on her, I guess. I just wish the SummerSlam angle was booked very differently.
Could you not have had Becky Lynch just clatter Bianca Belair with a steel chair and make it more obvious that was going to happen? If you could have let this breathe a little bit, you could have had Becky Lynch rock up at SummerSlam but not fight Belair, have the match in October, and then have Becky turn heel. Can we do something long-term here? Just a thought. You did it with Volta and Dragunov. That was like 7 or 8 months in the making, that story. You can do it. Just chose not to on this particular night.
What they did do, though, was just make Bianca Belair look a bit rubbish and naive. Like, Becky goes in for the handshake. You never know. You know that would trust a wrestler, with a handshake especially. They're terrible people.
It's a babyface wrestler. You should always trust.
Oh, but now we know it's a heel.
There you go. Becky Lynch will be on SmackDown this Friday. SmackDown is a brand spanking new home. And also, they're really heavily loading SmackDown, because we're going to get Brock Lesnar on SmackDown as well. That's his next WWE appearance.
Bork the Viking, as I like to call him now, returned.
Bork the Viking.
He looks fantastic with his top knot and beard combination. He obviously returned at the end of SummerSlam on Sunday, confronting the Tribal Chief, as we're going back to 2017, 2018, 2019, and maybe more years. We're going back down that road again. But I tell you what, it was weird, Tom. I overcame with a sensation of like, oof, I'd like to see that now, because a lick of fresh paint on Roman Reigns, and obviously Brock Lesnar coming back as an actual Viking, a final boss figure, that's something I want to see, even though we've seen it so many times before.
Suddenly Roman Reigns feels like he can be more competitive in there against Brock Lesnar. I think every time they've squared up, Roman has been sort of like, I think I can, I know I can do it. I've got the key, I've got the secret, and he loses. But on this occasion, if Brock and Roman were to go round again, you kind of get the vibe that maybe Roman could beat him.
And there's so much intrigue for me around Brock as well, because you see the scenes after SummerSlam went off the air. Yes, he attacked John Cena, but then he went down the ramp sort of going, yeah, guys, high five to all the fans. And I've never seen Brock Lesnar do that ever, I don't think.
I think in 2003 he did it, when he had his first babyface run as WWE champion on SmackDown.
But not only does it look like Brock Lesnar, just after that bit alone, I might be reading too much into this, is going to be a baby face up against the heel Tribal Chief. But also, obviously, he doesn't have Heyman, so he's going to have to cut some babyface promos. So imagine Brock Lesnar going, Old Nikki Cross on us. Nikki ASH, sorry. Hey guys, if you believe in yourself, you can be like me. Bork the Viking.
I believe in myself. Oh, I'd love that. Make that happen. Friday night was a great night all round for AEW. The return to wrestling of CM Punk, probably the most talked about moment in wrestling this year. And it did well in the ratings. 1.129 million viewers for AEW.
Up 52.6% from the previous week's premiere episode of the show.
Ridiculous.
And I saw
amount.
David Meltzer. I don't know, it looks silly to me because I know nothing about TV ratings and how all that stuff works. But he was like, AEW have done some silly number in the 18 to whatever demographic.
The core demographic.
In Chicago. It's like he's narrowed it right down into a little tiny bit of the world. Chicago.
Ratings are really good like that because you can twist them however you want to make it look like you're an absolute star. You know, it's like whenever we got ratings in radio, like every 3 months, it'd be like, it's okay because we're up in the 18 to 49s in Middlesbrough. We're number 1 in this conurbation, so you can twist them however you wish.
What, radio's actually reached Middlesbrough?
Yeah.
I didn't think they had the electricity.
I will have you know, I did the Christmas light switch on for
They've got
Middlesbrough many
electricity
years
too.
ago.
I was thinking wind-up radios there in Middlesbrough, but it is. Yeah. Who knows what Meltzer tweeted out there last night might have been a really impressive thing, but it was like a demographic in a city. Wow.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but I think the fact that they're hitting like a number like that, obviously that number won't be every week.
No.
But it's great that so much happened because of that.
Yeah.
I think anything that gives WWE a little nudge is good. I think it's good for everybody. Like as a WWE fan my whole life, I like to see them challenged. So let's see more of that. That would be nice. Because everyone, high tide raises all ships.
The boats.
All the boats.
All the boats. But it was nice to see more boats in the forms of the younger wrestlers. Darby got featured prominently. Then we had Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus coming out there. Then we had Jade on the card as well. Danny Garcia, Private Party. That was the nicest thing about this. Obviously, apart from Punk's return, just seeing the rest of the card stacked with the stars of tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a good shout by them. I appreciated that a lot. Baron Corbin is becoming a star in all of our hearts, which I never thought I would say, because I feel like the majority of my time, whenever I mention Baron Corbin, it kind of feels like he feels like a sigh in human form, and I've never got onto the Baron Corbin coach until now. I'm very much into this whole Baron Corbin's had a terrible time, and it looks like it's turning round. Storyline plans for Baron Corbin have been revealed by PW Insider.
PW Insider say that Baron Corbin in Las Vegas, we obviously saw him just after SummerSlam. He went to a casino with $30 in his pocket with his dirty shirt. He changed that $30 into a crisp $100 bill, nice. A $70 profit. Then he went and got himself a new shirt. He went and won some more money. I think he's up to about $1,000 or $1,500 as of now. But according to PW Insider, it's going to be a social media storyline that will play out all week long before SmackDown. Which would lead you to assume that he'll get so high up and then just piss it all away, like we've all done before.
I kind of feel like he might just buy his old robes back and just be like, I'm King Corbin again. All is restored. The earth is healed. Everything's coming up Corbin. And also, a fun little part of this as well, apparently they're going to film something with Chris Angel, the illusionist in Vegas.
I recognise the name, but I don't get a picture. Oh, him, yeah!
That's the guy. Chris Angel and Baron Corbin being besties. That could be something we see in the week. Look out on WWE socials and see what they do with that. Fine Alomar, conspicuous by their absence from SummerSlam and from Monday Night Raw. Kofi Kingston, according to PW Insider, isn't on the road at the moment. He's not been cleared to perform, which is why we haven't seen him. He was meant to be part of SummerSlam because they've unveiled new New Day gear and New Day merch. He's meant to be part of that, but all we know is not cleared to perform. Now, there's been a few wrestlers lately who have not been cleared to perform, and that's the only line they're using. I'm not going to speculate on that. We hope he's all right. Because, but yeah, a big miss from SmackDown and a big miss from Monday Night Raw. All being well, back on the road soon.
To be honest with you, I don't think Kofi would have been losing too much sleep over missing that SummerSlam segment. Because in promoting, what was the company called? Pure Life Purified Water. And Sarah Schreiber, first of all, getting confused by the truck. What is that? It's so funny.
Maybe she's never seen a truck before.
Why is this car really long and square?
It's a box on wheels. What?
What madness is this?
And of course, we saw Xavier Woods, of course, making Johnny Drip Drip and MCMIZ wet. I don't think Kofi Kingston would have been, losing too much sleep over missing that sort of creative dud.
Loved Woods dressed as Scott Hall.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
That was a good time.
NDR, NWO, New World Order, New Day Rocks.
New merch now available. More news as we get it via cultaholic.com throughout the day. Stay safe. Love you, bye.
Punishment tonight. Andrew takes an anime body pillow on a date. Thank you for your time.